And last night, 2 more cases of COVID-19 confirmed up in Saipan, bringing the total for our neighbors in the north to 13.
Hafade and good evening, everyone. I'm Nasser Leconte. Hope you're all staying safe. Before we get to the latest on efforts with containing COVID, a message from 2 of our frontline heroes.
We're working hard to keep you safe.
Wash your hands.
And please stay home.
Thanks, guys. We can't express enough gratitude to all our frontline heroes. Thank you for keeping everyone safe. Now to the news. A bill giving the governor emergency authority to impose a curfew for all could pass as early as tomorrow. The third day of the legislature's emergency session lasted less than an hour, with Senator Shelton's curfew bill the lone item discussed. The discussion was much less heated than yesterday when Vice Speaker Talina Nelson was seeking to amend the bill. It now requires the curfew to be implemented by the least restrictive means necessary. It applies specifically for the COVID-19 crisis, and it restricts it to more than 15 days.
Question posed. Today, we can help the governor by allowing her these, again, very limited and temporary powers while we continue to push for more testing, for more contact tracing, for more interventions that will work. But our reality is that we don't know what's coming in the next few days or months. And we need to prepare for the worst. So I ask that we put our differences aside and that today we unite to protect our people.
The curfew would still allow reasonable movement deemed essential by the Public Health Authority. Senator Shelton's bill was moved to the third reading file for voting on Thursday afternoon. An update on the USS Theodore Roosevelt. 4 sailors assigned to the nuclear carrier are being treated at the Naval Hospital for COVID-19 related symptoms. According to the latest from the Navy, one of those sailors is in the intensive care unit due to shortness of breath. The number of positive cases is nearing 600, with more than 3,900 negative results. A little over 4,000 sailors have moved ashore. 1 sailor, as we reported, has died. To date, 93% of the crew has been tested. Meanwhile, Governor Leon Guerrero spoke with Defense Secretary Mark Esper today in a press briefing in Washington. Esper said he has been calling state and territorial governors to offer the Defense Department's help in combating the coronavirus. He mentioned specifically that he spoke with Guam's governor this morning.
He called me for 2 things. One, he wanted to thank me and the people of Guam for helping them out with the USS Theodore Roosevelt, and wanted to let us know that our help and assistance is very well appreciated and very well noted.
The governor says they also discussed at length what Guam's needs are. Topping that list are the hospital field tents should they be needed for the Roosevelt sailors. But the governor says she got reassurances again from Secretary Esper about civilian use.
Those 2 facilities are going to again stabilize the sailors. But after that, they're going to leave it and for our community support and for our help. They're not only going to leave the tents, but they're also going to leave the medical personnel in case we do need them.
She says the defense secretary also promised to expedite shipment of available test kits and PPEs. Anderson Air Force Base was flexing its muscles with a show of force called an elephant walk. According to the Air Base's website, the 36th Wing showcased its readiness and ability to generate combat air power at a moment's notice to ensure regional stability throughout the Indo-Pacific region. The Elephant Walk included a U.S. Navy MH-60S Nighthawk, Global Hawk, B-52s, and KC-135 Strato tankers that are stationed at Anderson. And we've heard a lot about what the government is doing to build up hospital bed capacity to handle a surge of COVID-positive patients. But Governor Leon Guerrero confirms that talks are also underway for the potential of a worst-case scenario.
It's still very difficult for me to even explain.
It was on containing COVID 2 weeks ago. Father Paul Gofigan made the plea for donations for materials to build coffins to bury unclaimed bodies at the Guam Memorial Hospital. 8 unclaimed bodies were buried 2 weeks ago and another 2 on Tuesday. Father Gofigan, along with the Arimathea Society, said the clearing of the GMH morgue was a direct result of the coronavirus pandemic.
And yes, we are cleaning it up, and we are trying to make more room and more space.
The governor, during her media briefing, says one of the plans is to provide refrigeration storage space.
But we have identified sites at GMH where we would then house refrigeration storage containers. The law does say that fatalities as a result of COVID-19 have to be disposed of, buried within 24 hours. So with that in mind, you know, I don't want to say this, but it would be like churning out and making room for space.
According to the Physicians Advisory Group's recent trajectory, it projected a best-case scenario of 700 deaths in the next several months. But that's only if the current spread is reduced by 50%. The worst-case scenario, a projected 3,000 deaths if we only reduce the spread by 20. Even despite a recent string of zero positive cases, that does not mean Guam is in the clear. Planning, preparation, and precaution must continue.
It's a sad situation, and that's why, you know, I'm very adamant about the measures that I'm taking. And people may think it's very dictatorial or very aggressive, very hard, but we have to make those hard actions to avoid being in a situation where we now have to have refrigeration storage spaces to house our loved ones.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas, Matanani.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Honolulu District and Naval Facilities Engineering Command are working together to assess 7 sites on Guam for alternate care facilities. Due to travel restrictions during the pandemic, U.S. Army Corps personnel are unable to physically be on Guam to perform the assessment. The Honolulu District requested assistance from NAVFAC Pacific and Marianas to assess the sites. Additionally, the Corps is working with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Department of Health and Human Services, and GovGuam. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero says while sites are being assessed, what she would prefer to have are medical tents.
Medical tents around closer to the facility, closer to GMH, closer to GRMC, closer to Surgery Center. We've inventoried all our bed capacity for those areas, and I think just that with some of the plans for the medical tents is going to get us close to about 1,000 beds.
According to an Army Corps announcement, the transition from site assessments to constructing the alternate care facilities requires a directive from FEMA in coordination with the government of Guam. The governor's chief medical advisor says the South Korean rapid test kits being used in the CNMI are not FDA approved. Dr. Michael Cruz is not recommending use locally to increase testing capabilities. His comments were in response to a letter written by Speaker Tina Muñoz Barnes on Tuesday, raising the possibility of using those same test kits on Guam. During today's media briefing at Adelup, Dr. Felix Cabrera read the response letter by Dr. Cruz.
Pending additional guidance from the FDA and CDC, we must understand that through more testing should be done, unreliable test results can become even more dangerous than no testing at all.
Although the South Korea test kits aren't an option for Guam, Dr. Cruz announced that we have received a commitment of at least 200 weekly rapid ID test kits, along with equipment from Abbott Laboratories that are FDA approved. In Saipan last night, 2 new COVID-19 cases were announced, both males, one 55 years old, the other 61. The CNMI now has 13 confirmed cases. Meanwhile, the Commonwealth has bought thousands of new test kits from South Korea. Tomas Manglona speaks with CHCC CEO Esther Muñoz to clarify their use.
60,000 COVID-19 test kits acquired for the Northern Marianas. Hospital CEO Esther Muñoz says they expect to be ready for community testing in 2 weeks.
For the purpose of public health, for the purpose of protecting our community, we believe that having a population-based testing capacity is necessary for our community, especially a community that is fragile. I mean, the healthcare is fragile.
Muñoz clarifying that these test kits from Asia are not approved by the U.S. FDA, but have gotten the green light by its equivalent in South Korea. She says they have a high accuracy rate and are the same kits ordered by some cities across America.
On the public health side, we're utilizing the Korean FDA-approved, test kits for the purpose of surveillance, basically public health activities, including containment of the virus and not having further and widespread transmission.
As the entire country competes for supplies, Muñoz says it's not likely that the islands will get 60,000 test kits for the U.S. FDA equipment already on site.
For example, we have positive cases. Of course, we're likely going to validate it with the FDA equipment.
A South Korean pathologist is on Saipan to train staff on how to use the equipment and conduct quality checks. More help is on the way. Overnight, Governor Ralph Torres announcing the construction of an alternate care site at Kanoa Resort to treat confirmed and suspected cases.
I hope we never get to use it. But if we do need it in a month, we'll have this up and running.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tomas Manglotna.
The full interview with the CEO is streaming on our Facebook and YouTube. Muñoz tells KUAM that of the 13 cases included 9 recovered patients and 2 deceased. The police chief says the recent release of the suspects in a Harmon terrorizing incident has left the victims feeling further victimized by the criminal justice system. But according to Attorney General Levin Camacho, the suspects were set free to prevent COVID-19 from entering the prison. Adriana Cotero reports.
We know nationally that COVID-19 would be a huge threat to anyone who's in prison, and an introduction of COVID-19 at DOC would be terrible not only for the correctional officers and the prisoners there, but also for the island, because we're trying to buy time and increase capacity as well as testing.
The Office of the Attorney General confirms the 2 19-year-old men arrested Monday early morning for committing various criminal mischief and terrorizing charges have been released from jail. As we've reported, a group of 5 men made death threats to Harmon Breeze apartment residents, broke into their cars, and attempted to break into their homes. Attorney General Levin Camacho says due to COVID-19 circumstances, there will be a case-by-case crime spectrum to follow when prosecuting offenders. At one end of the spectrum are nonviolent offenses, with individuals being booked and released. And at the other end are violent offenders who will be booked and confined. As for the cases that fall in between,
the guidance that we're being given is to try to minimize as much as we can introduction of anyone with COVID-19 into DOC.
On the recent matter, AG Camacho says this is the first case he is aware of a victim being upset, and they plan to further investigate. However, with the rest, they rely on the police reports for prosecution. In regards to this particular case, Guam Police Department Chief Stephen Ignacio tells KUAM the OAG's decisions are out of his control, but he respects the decision.
Understandably, there's fears and concerns. And then we take that and balance with all the other issues that we're facing. I understand also the fears and concerns of the victims themselves, right. Because again, we go back to the concept that these victims feel like they're being victimized now by the criminal justice system.
For all victims left in fear, AG Camacho shares this message.
You're talking about 700 prisoners, probably dozens of correctional officers, and then on top of that, once we hit the 15 ICU beds, we're going to see a lot more people dying. So that's the balance that we have to strike, and that's not an easy one to do. Obviously, if we were not in a situation where we had COVID-19, things would be different, but that's not where we're at right now. So we're going to do the best that we can given the constraints that we're given.
All local court proceedings have been suspended until May. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
The Guam International Airport was awarded $20.6 million to help respond to the COVID-19 crisis. In a news release, U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao said the funding will support continuing operations and replace lost revenue resulting from the sharp decline in passenger traffic and other airport business. The money can cover capital expenditures and operating expenses, including payroll and utilities and airport debt payments. GIAA Executive Manager Tom Addis said, GIAA is analyzing the expected revenue shortfall from COVID-19. Then we can determine the extent the grant will be able to offset it. The money is expected to be distributed by the FAA in a matter of days. Public Health Director Linda DeNorsi has made headway in easing the application process for SNAP benefits. DeNorsi telling KUAM on containing COVID, she has taken steps to make it easier for applicants to get the documents they need to apply. Many applicants have said they are having difficulty running down the needed paperwork, so DeNorsey reached out to Mayor's Council President Melissa Savares to find a way to get mayor's verifications for applicants.
She already assured me that all the mayors are informed and they're notified that when we have names of people that need to be verified, that we just send them the email of the listing and then they will respond to give us the verification. So she has assured me that that has been in place.
The governor has continually told those financially impacted by the COVID crisis to hang in there until federal assistance comes in. The governor telling people the local assistance available to them is food stamps. The SNAP program is federally funded. Meanwhile, DeNorsey tells KUAM she's working with the Department of Labor to ensure data on displaced workers is received in order to ease the application process for workers affected by COVID-19.
We're also waiting for more information to be gathered in regards to the application process of those that have been furloughed and those that have had reduced hours or those that have been laid off. So we're just getting that information and we're just waiting for that information.
DeNorsey said that information will help public health process those applications while saving displaced workers from having to contact their employers, many of whom have shut their doors to obey the governor's closure of non-essential businesses. You can apply for benefits at dphss.guam.gov. Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
We are in it for the long run, so you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, we never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
Ruby Tuesday Guam is still preparing the dishes you love for either curbside carryout or delivery. Call them at 647-7828 or 647-7829 for curbside carryout service with a smile. For delivery, download the free Grab and Grub app and follow the instructions to get Ruby Tuesdays delivered to your door. Stay safe and healthy, Guam.
Encourage creativity.
Hey Google, how far is it to the moon?
The moon is about 238,900 miles from Earth.
Because dreams start at home.
Today we start with you.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
Join us in saluting those making strides and serving in our armed forces every Tuesday on the KUAM News Instagram account. These weekly posts round up profiles of Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed on Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile. It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. 29-year-old Michael Rosal Jr. led police on a high-speed chase before crashing into a patrol vehicle while carrying a gun, cash, and drugs. On Saturday, police patrolling the Mangilao area saw Rosal on a motorcycle make a U-turn and speed towards the vehicle. Police signaled him to slow down, which he did, but then sped up and took off. According to court documents, Rosal allegedly led police on a chase through the village, finally crashing into a patrol car. He tried to flee, throwing his backpack and climbing a wall. His backpack was recovered, which contained 9 grams of suspected meth, a loaded Beretta 9mm pistol, and $1,300 in cash. He was arrested and charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance with intent to deliver, possession of a firearm without a Guam firearms ID, resisting arrest, and reckless driving. He told police he was speeding because he didn't want to get caught without a driver's license. 31-year-old Daniel Thomas Sanchez was charged with possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of a concealed firearm, and possession of a concealed firearm without an identification card. On April 13, Sanchez allegedly didn't make a complete stop at an intersection and was also speeding. He was pulled over and told police he was speeding because he didn't want to get caught without a license. Sanchez also told police he did not own the vehicle, and in a search, they recovered meth, a pistol in his bag loaded with 15 rounds of ammunition, cash, and other drug paraphernalia. The gun was reported stolen last year. Following an altercation between clients involving a knife last Wednesday, the Archdiocese of Agana has decided to reduce hours and curtail its Feeding of the Homeless program and its ministry to the homeless soup kitchen starting this week. For the safety of staff and volunteers, the daily hot meals for the homeless has been suspended. Instead, the ministry to the homeless will distribute balutan or to-go bags filled with the 2-day supply of non-perishable food to each client. Distribution will be 3 days a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 to 5:30 p.m. during this COVID-19 pandemic. A Fill-A-Bag campaign has been started, and daily hot meal sponsors are asked to donate canned goods instead to replenish the food bank supply. For more information, call manager Doris Royal at 727-4357 or 472-4569. And a quick update on tax refunds. Yesterday, the Department of Revenue and Taxation announced that 343 refunds have been processed and will be mailed out this week. The checks total over $1.5 million. This includes refunds that have been garnished to repay government debts, and this is for error-free returns filed on or before November 22nd, 2019. Keep it right here. Dave Delgado is coming up next with sports. Don't go away.
Encourage creativity.
Hey Google, how far is it to the moon?
The moon is about 238,900 miles from Earth.
Because dreams start at home.
GTA, we start with you.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
Right now, there's a lot of unknowns out there. But the one thing that is clear is the importance of your safety, both physically and financially. At First Hawaiian Bank, we are doing everything we can to make things as normal as possible. We've also developed ways to relieve some of the financial challenges you may be facing. We understand it's an uncertain time, but when we stick together, yes, we can get through this. Learn more at fhb.com/relief.
MTO Maintenance will now completely sanitize your home, office, or business with state-of-the-art commercial sprayers. For over 30 years, MTO Maintenance has been committed to the health and safety of our customers. And now, more than ever, a clean home, office, carpets, and furniture is a necessity to our island. Give us a call today. Stay healthy and stay safe, Guam.
Call 647-6861 for an appointment. Why pay full price? We'll help you save. Check out KUAM deals on KUAM.com/deals for the island's hottest promos, sales, discounts, and so much more. KUAM deals exclusively on KUAM.com. Find your deals today and let us help you save.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we're going to hear from Carson Gracie instructor Gabe Baker, who says thanks to the Zoom app, he's able to stay connected with the students at the gym. Check it out.
It's such a contact sport that we also, it's connection. So we become really close to our students and whatnot. And so for us, being able to reach out to them and we get to see them, we're not supposed to socialize. We're not supposed to have gatherings, so it's a good opportunity, especially with Zoom. It's like a meeting type thing, so we get to see everybody and talk to people. So even before the class and after class, we're joking around and talking to each other.
Coach Hayato, Coach Cliff, and Coach Ashley help out with different classes throughout the week for kids, adults, and women's classes. The kids' classes are held 3 days a week at 5:30 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Adult classes start at 6:30.
We can watch so much TV, Netflix, and play games or whatever, and we're doing a lot of eating as well. So this is one way for us to still stay connected with the students at the academies, and try to offer them something, because jiu-jitsu is one of those sports that the minute you miss something, miss a week or miss 2 weeks, you feel like you're lost. And then it's this coming into being almost 2 months, we're going to be still quarantine for another several weeks. It's really hard to get by, so. It makes us stay in tune with them as well too, because we like connecting. We're very close knit jiu-jitsu academy.
The instructors allow students to request special moves and techniques they want to drill on certain days. Gabe says it's been a crazy experience, but everyone seems to be enjoying themselves during these tough times.
The cool thing out of this whole thing I saw is that people are connecting as family too. You get to spend time with your family, your kids, your wife more. You know what I mean? And it's nice to see that a lot of people are being creative and stuff and doing things at home.
In NFL news, Cowboys Chief Operating Officer and Executive Vice President Stephen Jones commented about quarterback Dak Prescott and running back Ezekiel Elliott social distancing after TMZ reported that Prescott hosted a gathering at his home this past weekend. Not a good look during these times, Dak. Come on, man.
We certainly have communicated with Dak and Zeke, and I think they're certainly aware now of how sensitive these situations are, and I don't think you'll be seeing that anymore. There's certainly guys that we have the utmost respect for, and I certainly know they understand the sensitivity of the situation we're in today. It's certainly very serious and something that we know. Certainly know they understand.
We are with you. At times when you need us most, you can count on us to be there. When you need someone to talk to, when you need to stay informed, when you need to brighten your day, when you need to stay connected. We are here keeping our promise that while the world is changing, we keep working, so you can keep connecting. We are your Docomo Pacific family, and we are here to help.
Inspiration can come from anywhere.
Even from the new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. It's 3 mini chalupas with 3 different flavors.
The new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. The chalupa deliciously reinvented.
We still hand rotate every barrel. We still hand dip every bottle. We still hand cut every label and use red winter wheat from the same single-family farm. Because just like our distinctive taste, these are the marks of the maker.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Taco Bell reinvented the chalupa, so why can't I reinvent myself? I'm an influencer. Guys, I'm trying to fly here.
The new Triple Lupa from Taco Bell. The chalupa deliciously reinvented.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
On the 15th day of the 4th month of the year, we say happy birthday to Vincent Tiatoigui, to my bro Vince, retired Navy from New Mexico. Enjoy your special day. Love you to the moon and back. Please be safe. Missing you and the family. Now that's a birthday shout out. Also, happy birthday number 9 to Colin Avery Cruz Kim. Happy birthday to Colin from your friends and family. Also, happy birthday number 5 to Amber Regis. We love you so much, and that gets a flower emoji. That is awesome. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, have a blessed birthday to Lorraine Uggett, who blows up the candles today. So each and every one of you, Vincent, Colin, Amber, and Lorraine, we wish all 4 of you and everybody out there who had a birthday today the very best day ever. Remember, everyone, please stay inside, stay home, save lives, wash your hands often, watch the news, figure out what you have to do, and please, everyone, let's all be good to each other.
And remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. And please make sure to include with your photo, your name, and your birthday. That'll do it for us here on Prime Time. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, everyone.
Health on the line. Good morning, Linda. Thank you so much for your call.